There we go. There's the mic going. Sorry, Bippy. Tori was talking to me for a second, and yeah, countdown kind of interrupted it. But hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you with me as always. Apologies if I'm not quite as animated and joyous as I usually am. It's that kind of day. We gotta work those. We all have to work through those days at one point or another, and I do my best to try and work through them best I can. I've been taking a lot of mental health days away from stream, and it makes me feel bad, honestly, because there's a large part of me that wants me to hold to the streaming schedule and everything that I'm doing, and I don't feel like I'm doing that most times. So here I am. I'm doing my best to hold to it, even if I don't really feel the greatest. But we're back, and we're going to be doing some Minecraft today. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. I've been doing a lot of leveling out of the playing field, as it were. And we're getting there. We're getting to a point where it's not looking bad. And I've actually received a couple of mending books for my pickaxes, which is making the process go quite a bit smoother. Just by the fact that I don't have to keep making pickaxe after pickaxe. I've probably gone through 30 blocks of diamond just making pickaxes to dig this stupid thing out. But all that being as it is, I'm not entirely sure of the kind of things that we need to do today. I do have one thing that I want to look at doing, and that is to set up a gold farm. I don't think we're going to do that in this episode, because one of the things that I'm going to need is a lot of magma blocks. So we're going to have to get that done. And I'm actually going to, because I'm already on the server, I'm going to just pop myself into the nether and over to the Wither Skeleton farm. We'll just keep on talking for a little bit, because I need to boost up one of my pickaxes' durability. But yeah, I hope that everyone's doing well today. I know it's the start of the week, and it can be a lot, even if you're not necessarily going through the mental health stuff, even if it's just a start to your work week, or, back to the grind, nose to the grindstone, all that sort of thing, just coming down from your weekend plans, whatever it may be. I know that it can be a lot, and I hope that we're going to get through it anyway. Because honestly, no matter how bad the days get, we can get through it all the same. Some days are easier than others, but every day is possible. And I sincerely believe that, and I would like to keep believing that, and I hope that you do too. Also, I did see that. Eli, I appreciate the resub, bud. Hope you continue to enjoy the benefits that come with, as it were. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing lovely today. As I said, I'm not doing my greatest, but I am here. I am here. And a lot of times that's what counts. Doing okay, busy day, a lot of tech issues been keeping me from doing much. Also gonna be making dinner here soon. Well, that's good. Sorry to hear about the tech issues, though. Yeah, I've been in bed most of the day. I got the worst night's sleep in that I didn't get any night's sleep, and I slept most of the day. Just because my body hates me a lot of times. I have the weirdest insomnia where sometimes I'll sleep 4 hours, sometimes I'll sleep 12 hours, and sometimes I'll sleep 0. And there's no real describing it. There's no real quantifying it. There's no real, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no real predicting it. It happens as it happens. And part of me thinks it's things like, screens before bed and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the whole story to it. But yeah, progress has been going good on the Minecraft. I've done a little bit of work, just a tiny bit of work, I guess, to the Wither Skeleton farm, in that I've moved my enchantment setup over there. And, let's just go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? All right, welcome back to the Minecraft. Ourselves some Wither Skellies being ground up for some durability on our Silk Touch pickaxe here specifically. Because while I'm pretty sure you can pick up magma blocks with any pickaxe, I'd like to just use the Silk Touch. That's usually my default go-to. Been working through tech issues the last 2 to 3 days. Computer's running a little better, and the internet started to stutter. It's never done. Reset that, and things seem to be a bit more stable. Got the mod pack to be more stable as well, so that doesn't hitch every 5 minutes. That's good. I have been encountering some weird hitching issues with Minecraft, specifically like on this server, where, especially in the overworld, not so much in the nether, but in the overworld, if I face a certain direction, my FPS will tank. Like, it'll go down from maybe 80 to 30. And I believe it's probably just all the entities from like the blocks of cobblestone and stone that I'm not picking up. New resource pack? Yes, that's right. I have installed Faithful 64, which is probably my favorite resource pack just because it keeps the look of vanilla, but it actually gives it like a much smoother look. I had done this, I did this a few days ago, and that's why it didn't even occur to me. Plus, this is just usually how I like to play Minecraft, so it didn't even occur to me to really mention that. But yes, Faithful 64 is now being run, and we got the little enchantment set up here. We got a whole bunch of gubbins in here, as well as 2 stacks of skeleton skulls. Grindstone. We did have an anvil. I have since worn the thing out with my constant use of it because I kept trying to make some efficiency 5 pickaxes. Because for those of you that don't know, the only way that you get Instamine with a Haze 2 beacon is an efficiency 5 pickaxe. And you need to combine pickaxes to get efficiency 5. Hey Faye, how you doing, bud? Welcome to stream. How to remove anything remotely related to having custom animations or textures or anything that's supposed to replace Optifine CTF functions, so no fresh animations. Yeah, I tried to install those things that you were talking about in the other stream for doing the fresh animations and all that sort of stuff. And it completely broke the mod pack. Like this little lightweight mod pack of Jihe's that like it has very little in it. There's very little that would actually like conflict with it. So I think there might be an issue with the mods themselves. There may very well be an issue. I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't prove that. I'm not a coder, or at least not a very good coder. So, yeah. Just have it be known that it's probably not you. It's probably the mods. Because you are not alone in your issues with it. Yeah, and I'd say we're probably getting close to about where we want to be. One of the things that I do want to do, like I said, we got to get some magma blocks for this, for the, oh, come on, I'm blanking out words, for the gold farm. Because the gold farm, as much as we get some useful things with the skeleton spawner, one thing that we can get with the piglin spawner, well, 2 things, really. A, we get some better XP generation. B, we get gold. And we can use that gold to build beacon bases. So we'll basically have ourselves like a little beacon factory by the factor that we have skelly skulls from here, and we'd have gold from the farm. And actually, it's where I am in Nether Waste. Yes, it is. Okay, so another thing, for those that don't know about the newer versions of Minecraft, if you want a not a skeleton farm, a zombie piglin farm, you have to build it over a Nether Waste biome. Because that's the only place that the zombie piglins will spawn anymore. Or at least that only they will spawn. It's not very stable, apparently. Now I've got to work with what I have. Yeah, that's the pain of building your own mod pack, I suppose. I'm going to go work on making some homemade chicken tenders. I'll be lurking. Don't die too much. I hope not. I hope we don't. But homemade chicken tenders, that does sound good. Hope you have fun, bud. Okay, so let's just give a cursory glance around here, and we can see some magma blocks down there. So we'll start making our way down. We'll see what we can see. There have been a few ghasts coming through the area, so we've got some fire to contend with. Not too much. Not too much. It's a weird, like, stalactite or stalagmite. I can never remember which one's the one that hangs down from the ceiling. I feel like stalactite is ceiling and stalagmite is floor. I feel like that's right. I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. Ooh, we got some more down here too, but God, it's so hard to get to things down there. Oh. Oh, we got a spawner. What are you? What do you spawn? Maybe I can carefully make my way down. Hello? What? Corrupted frame exception length wider than 21 bit? Okay, I have no idea what happened there. That was weird. For some reason, I keep getting kicked off the server with the weirdest codes. Like stuff I've never seen anywhere else. Not to mention the fact that it seems like every time I get on the server, it seems like every... Oh god, it's another Wither Skelly spawner. I see. Yeah, it seems like every time I get on the server is right before it restarts, no matter what time of day it is. Which is just unfortunate, really. I think this server restarts like 3 times a day. Which is very strange. Hello? Okay, so there's some brick here. Oh, and we've got a bastion. We could give the bastion a look, that's for sure. Why is this boy so self-contained? Oh god, they are angry up there. I can hear them. Let's grab these magma blocks. Now we're gonna need a... Oh. Well, there goes quite a few of them. Shame. Okay, so they're definitely in there. Well, that was bound to happen. Just trying to... Okay. Only so much I can do with this. They're not in a good position here. They're really not. Let's grab some of this surface level stuff. Okay, so we got a little bit more underneath the surface of the gravel. Oh, we got quite a bit more under the surface of the gravel. Okay. We got a good bit more hiding under the surface of the Ow. Under the surface of the gravel. Okay. Well, let's use what we can to our advantage then. Gotta remember to crouch walk over this stuff whenever possible. And see if I can get it right underneath that step too. I was about to say, how fucking deep is this? Seems like I just want to keep going forever. Okay. As that one. As that one. Ugh. Try and knock down the high spots wherever I can find them. Well, that was unfortunate. I feel like I might be wasting my effort a little bit on the surface level stuff around the lava, but every little bit's gonna count. I do need multiple stacks, so I might as well. I don't know how much I'm gonna find or how often I'm gonna find it. I can't remember the last time. Okay, well, those were a wash. Great. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've actually had to go magma block hunting. We're going to see what we get from this. Grab up all we can. Goes under a bit. Okay. Actually found quite the vein here, it looks like. And what are we at right now? 3 stacks. Okay. We still need more, but I'm happy with the progress that's been made. Now let me double check here how much I actually do need. Significantly more than 3 stacks. So I need about 19.5 stacks. So it's probably more than we'll get in one run, let alone one vein. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. You never know. I could just find the mother lode. Damn. Okay, got that one. And we ended up with about 4 stacks from it. Not bad. Not bad. Continue on. Like I said, we need about 19.5. Over there looks promising, but why is it all gotta be right on the edge of lava too? It's gotta be like right on the precipice. Bridge across real careful. We don't have any fire resistance or anything like that. I really should have made some fire resistance potions before coming in here. But I'm what's the old word for it? An idiot. And didn't think of that. So that is what it is. We're gonna make ourselves a little bit of a safety platform here. So if things go flying, then they're not necessarily going to burn in lava. There's still a good chance, but, you know, it's less chance. Lower chance. I'll take lower. See? That's why I didn't say no. That's why I didn't say no chance. I do also want to see what is in this bastion. Oh, this one's actually upward a little bit. No, that wasn't much. Oh, those were the days. Yep, that is inside the bastion there. Yep, I should have known that those would just drop into briny deep. At least not all of them did. So that's 4.5 stacks. Not a lot. Do we even have... I don't even think I have 19 stacks free. No. So let's drop the wither skull. We don't need it. Drop the soul sand. Drop the coal. Drop the bone. We'll keep some netherrack on us because it's just useful to have some blocks. It's good to just have something. I'm not going to be too picky on what that something is. We'll just keep like a stack of it. There we go. Stack. We're going to keep we're going to keep our heads on a swivel here. Because these bastions can be no joke. The piglins, like, even though we're decked out in full, like, enchanted diamond, enchanted gubs, doesn't mean we're invincible. Even if we had netherite, we wouldn't be invincible. Which is something I'm going to have to get at some point. I am going to have to get some netherite. I have no idea where I'm actually going. Okay, we've got lanterns. Cool. And an opening. Promising. Well, it's quite a view. Okay, so this is like the entryway, I would reckon. Keep our wits about us here. Grab the gold because we need it. Matter of fact, keep my bow on me for a second. Scan the perimeter here. Got some boys down there. Our prize should be right in the center or somewhere around about. I do kind of want the glowstone. Man, that is precariously placed. I'm gonna abstain from that for right now. Wow, this place is tattered. I'm trying to find like the least parkoury way to get there. Every jump is an instance I can fail. And I want to minimize the points of failure here. Just like any engineering project, I want to minimize the points of failure. Matter of fact, should I... Hello? Should I try and snipe some boys from here? So that's a zombie piglin. I don't want to snipe him. Ooh, they got more gold. Ooh. I do want that gold. Zomble. Mushroom. I did see piglin. Oh, well, get wrecked, son. Okay. Go down to here. Ow. So far, so good. I'm pretty sure there is a spawner or two down there. But I can't recall. I think, yeah, they're under the bridge. If there's more than one, then it's on the other side of that bridge. But no, there's one on the underside of the bridge right there. And over there, it doesn't look like there is one. Okay. So we have one spawner. What the hell is that? Brimstone bud. Okay. You're a zomble. You're fine. You and I are... We're good. We're good. A piglin? Yeah, those are piglins. That's a piglin. I pop him? Yes, I can. I want to pop piglins wherever possible. Even though, to be fair, I probably shouldn't shoot at the ones up top, because the ones up top will prevent ones from loading underneath. The ones up top won't be able to get to me. Ones underneath, oh yeah, you bet they will. Okay, switch to the sword just in case. Haha. No one. Okay, lovely. Oh, it's a magma slime spawner. Okay. I can make magma blocks out of slime, though. There's so many piglins around here. Including one that's decked out in gold. Hold on. I probably should have brought some gold armor or something. But then again, I didn't know I was going to be here, so... Well, that was dramatic. Man just slumped over. Somebody get Hideo Kojima. I think he wrote that one. Let's see here. Best way to get down. Oh, this would be a good way. Stairs. The best way to get down for quite some time. Okay, little fellas. You're gonna have to give me some room to work here. I want to build them. I want to build out like a little platform here for me to fight them. Because I definitely want to collect the magma cream. Because the magma cream, as you can see, yeah, 4 to a magma block. Granted, that is not the greatest return rate, but at the same time, it's renewable. So who am I to judge? Making it a little safer over here. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to be, like, besieged behind me. Oh, well, that probably... Yeah, that... See, if I kill them in the lava, it fries their slime. Fries their magma cream. And I don't want that. I want to collect. You know, I'll probably have to take the loss on a few of these. Just while I'm trying to build this out a little. There we go. Let's make sure it's lit, too. That way nothing else spawns here. It takes 2 hits for those boys, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I probably should have gotten more blocks. That's okay. I really am playing with fire doing this. Ha, it's funny, because, yeah. Magmas! It's funny. Boom. Grab a couple hard-earned magma blocks. Through the fallen apart bits. Oh boy. We'll just create a small swarm. A swarm of the smalls. See, I do... Ow. See, I do wish that the small magma slimes wouldn't hurt you either. I know the small slimes don't. See, on the one hand, it's very useful to have this. On the other hand, I don't know. Oh, those... Wait, are those magma slimes? Yeah, they are magma slimes. Okay. I thought they were heads for a second. They were just standing so stock still. Oh boy, this is getting a little ridiculous. Okay. I am going to get rid of this spawner. As soon as I'm able. Good God. It feels like they're multiplying en masse. It feels like they are multiplying faster than I can kill them. And that's not a good sign. Not a good sign. And the sweeping edge on this sword is not good. I don't even have sweeping edge on this sword. Can I? Yes, I can reach it. Okay. It's a shame, but it had to be done. Had to be done. Okay, let's grab the gold. And you? Oh, fuck yeah. Smithing template, poison touch, spectral arrows, enchanted gapple, crying obsidian, and a netherite ingot. Fuck yes. War pigs loot chest, and who's cutting onions? Crying obsidian. Yes. So I completely forgot that we needed a smithing template. It's a good thing that we're here and we got one. Because, man, that would have sucked. That would have definitely sucked. Magma cube heads. Ooh, I didn't realize. Toss those out. Hello? Why did that start burning? Grab the gold. Why does that keep burning? And we've managed to get another 10 magma blocks as well. Now we need to get a way out of here. I don't like tearing these things apart. I don't like just poking my way out. Ooh. Oh, that gives off a purple glow. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Maybe there's a way up over there? Eat a little food. Excuse me. I have to sort of break my way through. I'm sorry. I think that was not an exit. That's okay. Yeah, I'll let you guys through. It's all right. You're cool. You know, they didn't push, they didn't cut in line, they didn't any of that stuff. So I'm going to let them through. I'm going to be courteous. I'm going to hold the door for them. Be a good person. One good turn and all that. Okay, there's nothing over there. As little as I can break. Oh, that just scared the shit out of me. I felt my heart jump into my throat. Okay. Well, now that we're done with the fucking terror that is that. It's a little lopsided, but it's fine. Watch out for holes in the floor, because remember, this place is torn to shreds. Okay. We don't have a good way out. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hello there. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not shooting at your friend. I'm shooting at this guy. He's an asshole. See? See, he was coming after me and you. Like, who does that? Honestly, who does that? Ow. Fuck. Asshole. You see, you saw that. He attacked me. I was self-defense, I was. Excuse me. Excuse me. Trying to find a way out. Trying to find the exit. Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be an easy exit. So we're just going to break on through to the next level. Not finding anything really. So build our way around a couple of places. How far are we from the top? Oh, we're about halfway up. Okay. I'm kind of written into a corner here, aren't I? Yeah, break my way over to here. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Y'all happen to know where the exit is? No? Okay, that's fine. I'll find it. Appreciate you. Hop my way up here. Ooh, another chest. More magma cream. More arrows, if I needed them. Unbreaking sharpness 1. Golden carrots I'll take. What should I leave? I'll leave the basalt. Take the golden carrots. I'll just eat the cooked pork chop, honestly. Well, I can't right now. Poison touch I kind of want to put on my sword, but I don't know how much I want that. Magma cream. Make one more block. They're crying obsidian back. Okay, well, we're not quite missing another good way up. Yeah. Come on. I can do this. Come on. Okay. Maybe I can't. Okay, we are missing another good way up. Oh, okay, there we go. Or is this just way across? I think it was a way across. I don't think we necessarily went up. Oh, we're going to now. Okay, okay. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Hip. There we go. Round the curve. Another way up. I'm looking for exit. Which way was the exit? Which direction did the exit face in? I'm uncertain. Well, that stair is blocked. That's a shame. It is very cool, that purple glow. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the way? Yeah, this is the way. It wasn't on the top level. It was on the second level. Or the second from the top, rather. See, I see that, and I think, oh, maybe someone's been here. Strangest thing. Okay, we gotta go down, then down, and down. All the way down. Yeah, we came in from the Undercroft. Okay. I just chiseled blackstone, I guess. Here we go. There's our entrance. Lovely. Well, we came out of that with some good gubs. Actually, our first piece of netherite. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say. Our first piece of netherite. Not too shabby. Let's try and block this up a little bit here. Toss them. I actually didn't need to toss them. I could have just went and mined some of these because I've had only a partial stack. Damn, I lost one. That's what happens when I do that. Just give it all to me. And I've run out of inventory space. That's delightful. Ow. Right. Can't. Yep. Gotta crouch. Crouch walk. Ooh. No. Don't like that. Don't like that that just happened. Well, that just wiped out a large portion of the blocks I just mined. Fuck. What can I be rid of? I can be rid of the spruce planks. I don't see much use in carrying a single plank on me. I really shouldn't have come in here with all this ore on me, though. That's for sure. Like I said, I'm going to have to make multiple trips anyway, so I'm just trying to maximize the return for this one. What else can I toss out? Honestly, I've got so much coal and so much copper. I don't need all of that. I don't need it. I have more coal and copper than I could possibly know what to do with. It's a very strange problem to have, but it's a good problem to have. By and large, good problem to have. Replace those. I probably broke them. Oops, my bad. Toss that out again. Don't need it. Still don't need it. I'm not changing my mind. No? Just that one? Okay. Great. Ooh, there's more here. Fantastic. Yeah, even if it was like I'm keeping that ore around for levels, I've got all this nether quartz around me. And I can't remember where I read this, and I don't know if it's correct or not, but I read somewhere that nether quartz gives the most experience per block broken. I can't confirm that, though. I also don't know what I'm really going to do with the magma cube heads. So if need be, like, those will be the next to go. Which need may be. I'm probably going to keep on maximizing on returns until I just get to the point where it's like, you know what? I don't want to throw away any more gubs. Continue the hunt. Like I said, we need 19 and a half stacks. It's a fucking lot. Now cube heads can go. Netherrack can go. Netherrack can go. Ooh, I don't trust the ones that are going underground like that. Because they are technically below, quote-unquote, sea level. It's like the level of this lava ocean here. And if they're below sea level, well, then they could easily poke back up at any time. I'm still going to mine it a bit, mind you, but I just don't trust it. Break some of this gravel above. Oh. I see. We've already broken into lava over there. Okay. Let's just break like the surface level here. Okay, and that's about all we can carry, isn't it? Yeah. So we have 10 stacks. We're over halfway to our goal, which is good. Let's retreat for the moment. Regroup. Yeah, they're all inside of there. Must be one hell of a blaze spawner in there. Anyway, we've got to go right back up here. Thought I saw a ghast. Now I'm hearing a ghast, and I don't think I see one. Where are you, you bastard? I've shot enough of you out of the sky. Hello? There you are. Aha. Oh, and he dropped a tear. Fuck. You know what? Piglin heads. We don't need piglin heads. Who needs them? Yeah, you nerd. Get out of here. Yeah, let's build up the pickaxe a little bit more. Why not? Why not? A good way to really round it off is just build up our pickaxes a little bit. You know, we could technically store some gubbins here, but I don't want to store them here. Well, something just fell in the lava. Good for them. Yeah, like I said, the whole point of a gold farm is A, more levels, B, gold for the beacon base. Because we're gonna end up with 5 beacons, at least 5 beacons. One in each corner, which I've already plotted out, and one in the center. And I've actually moved. I haven't even kept the beacon where it has been. I've moved just the base to another spot, so I can like properly keep track of where each beacon is supposed to be. So I've just taken the base from the center one and moved it to, I believe it's the northwest one. The most hilly section, which I've taken down considerably. Like, the entire thing has kind of been taken down considerably. I'd say the terraforming is maybe half done on it. Also, hey, Echo, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'd say the entire thing has been taken down pretty considerably. Terraforming is probably over half done, on all honesty. I don't know what Y level I want to take the first terrace down to just yet, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. It's gonna take forever to start lowering things down now that we've got most of the hilly areas flattened out. Because as long as it took to lower one level for like a hill, it's going to take 6 times as long for the entire area to be lower down one level. Not to mention the fact that we'll probably want all 5 beacons set up before we start leveling out the entire thing. So we don't just completely lose the haste 2 when we move, 5 blocks out of the range. Depends, have to leave the 2DS on overnight to install games, since each 3DS game takes like 50 minutes. Got 8 queued. Oh, damn. You're getting them PS3 download speeds, aren't you? God, that was a time. Anyone else remember just how bad the download speeds were on the PS3? It was horrible. I'm going to keep that on me for now, just so I got something to plug up the inventory. Just remembered I forgot to queue Sun and Moon. Yep. I feel your pain there. I feel your pain. I've not always had good internet. And I've not always had devices that will connect reliably. I definitely know that pain. Of like waiting forever for something that's relatively small to actually get done doing. Like I said, PS3 speeds. On a PS3, you could wait like 5 hours for a game to download. Or you could, wait 2 days. There's no real in between with it. But thankfully, I've got a little bit better internet now, as evidenced by the fact I can stream decently reliably, when the internet wants to behave, when it wants to behave and actually connect properly. I mean, I'm paying them, so the slow speed, I can't exactly complain. Yeah, that's fair. You get what you pay for and all that. I'm thankful that I live in a somewhat bigger area now, at least compared to where I used to live. And bigger areas, one of the trade-offs is that bigger areas, you'll get faster internet speeds for less money because you're just in the area. It's kind of like a bulk deal, So if an ISP operates in like a big city, they know. Let me put it this way. If an ISP operates in like a rural area, this is why rural, I have such a hard time with that word. Rural areas have such shit internet is because, like, say you take an area of, 10 miles. Internet connection is rarely the issue. The 3DS family has crappy Wi-Fi. It's very true. Yeah, say you have a rural area that, like, in 10 miles, you'll get, 12 people. Not even that. You'll probably get like 6 people. So in that 10-mile area, an ISP can expect 12 people, 6 people, to actually use their internet. The rates are going to be high. Their speeds are going to be bad because they're away from everything else. In that same 10-mile area in, a city center, you'll probably get, 150 people. You'll probably get more than that, honestly. You'll probably got like 400 people. So it makes sense to center your stuff around big cities where you're going to make the most money per like area, because the farther a signal has to travel for internet, the more it's going to cost the ISP to send that signal. So if you can get more people in a smaller area, it's going to be a lot more cost efficient to service that area. And thus, you can pass that along to the consumer, which is why cities will have better speeds for less and rural areas will not. You want good speeds, move to New York, I guess. Not to mention the whole thing with like fiber. I'm surprised that we actually weren't in the area for fiber network where I live. 99% of my town is serviced for fiber. I live in the 1% that is not. And it's ridiculous. Now I have 500-600 kilobytes per second. Oh, God. Ugh. You have my sympathy. It's not the worst I've heard. It's not the worst. Each game's about 50 minutes. Yeah. I've had it before on my PS3, which I still don't know where exactly it is. I think I still have it. I had it before on my PS3. I do have it still. Yeah. I've had it before that I think at one point it was doing like 150 kilobytes a second, which is just ridiculous for a game that's going to be like 25 gigs. For those that don't know, it's 1,024 kilobytes to a megabyte and 1,024 megabytes to a gigabyte. That's a magnitude of millions. And you may think, oh, damn it, I've just lost my helmet. I love that helmet. It's another fucking thing I gotta replace. Man, I'm angry about that now. What was I saying? Magnitude of millions. It's a magnitude of millions smaller. And a million seconds may not sound like much until you go and wait for a million seconds. Because remember, there's 60 seconds to a minute. There's 60 minutes to an hour. That's 3,600 minutes. Or 3,600 seconds to an hour. 3,600. How many times does 3,600 go into a million? I'm not doing that math in my head. That is a number of hours. It's a few days. It's a good few days. You can take 3,600 times 24. I'm not doing that math in my head. But it's definitely a few days. Hopefully it doesn't explode overnight. Of course, connection on the DS gets interrupted, so it'll take 10-second breaks every once in a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll explode. I think you'll probably be fine. We are home where the zombies try to... Ow. Will you stop that? Stop that. Oh, God. Where are my frames going? Hello? Okay, lovely. Toss that in there. Oh, we're actually at over a stack of them. Nice. Shuffle everything downward. Yeah, you can see we've kind of been hoarding. Something like Q Sun and Moon. Yeah. You do not have my you have my sympathy. I do not envy you. I just had the thing of like combining two things you're going to say in your head. Of like I do not envy you and you have my sympathy. Just came out as you do not have my sympathy. We're going to have to make another chest here. I constantly run out of chest space. Why are words so difficult? Who, like, set my language to something else? Okay, pop there. Pop there. And just toss all these in there. Toss you in there. Toss you. Should I keep the emerald ore or should I... I'm going to break it. I got one. Well, so much for fortune, huh? Oh, well. Wake up at 11 a.m. Everything should be done by then. Hey, at least you got that going. So I think as it is, I still don't even have enough between the gold, diamond, emerald, and iron to do another base. Because I need 2.5 stacks? No, yeah. No. 2 and 36. Yeah, 164. And I do not have that. Go slip. All right, well, appreciate you stopping by, Echo. Best of luck on your downloads, bud. And I hope to see you next time. Let's pop that there. Now, I think of the 2 pickaxes. See, the smart... Well, first off, I need to actually duplicate this. So I think I need a nether rack, and I think I need 7 diamonds. Because I think it's... and Yes. Good. Lovely. So... Of the 2 pickaxes, it'd be smart to do the fortune, right? But I'm doing the silk touch. Because I use the silk touch more. It'd be smart to want to save the fortune, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be saved. Though I am going to do my best to keep both of them in good condition, not accidentally break them like I have so many other pickaxes, just because they do have mending on them. Artifiction was gracious enough to let me buy a couple of mending books off him for no charge, actually. I just use his villagers. Which I'm thinking about actually going over and giving him a little bit of a booster kit of some beacon stuff. Not really a base, but I'm sure he'd have that covered. but I could give him like another star and a wither set. I feel like. I don't know exactly how useful or how helpful that would be for him, but you know, it's a little good deed. That's all. Just trying to take out the easier bits, the somewhat easier bits. I probably should repair this. I'm gonna repair this after I'm done here, if it survives it. I have a bad habit of not actually looking at the durability of things as I'm using them. And then I'll be like, oh, what? No, how could it have broken? What? This is crazy. Like, you know, I didn't know that I'm my own worst enemy. Something like that. It's also... yeah, let's take the ore. Oh, hello. Why is that marked? Weird. I will say, I don't like the thing about JEI where you press A to mark a recipe. I feel like, is it convenient? Yes, but it's also intrusive. Because my fingers are already on WASD. Because I'm a gamer, people. My fingers are always on WASD. Literally, I put my keyboard into my lap because that's how I play. Don't you judge me. And my fingers just innately rest on WASD. I feel like someone's going to judge me for that one. Yeah, fuck them. Grab as much of this as we can. This isn't even really for... It's not even really for getting the coal, because you guys saw, I've got enough coal. Coal's not an issue. I just want the levels. I'm trying to, like, make sure that I'm not leaving any caves behind. There's no real reason for it. Other than it really helps up to break up the, the flatness of the area and makes it look a little bit more manageable because, like, okay, well, at least I've already got these bits done. You know, I've got, like, little landmarks, as it were. So we're just going to take out what we can. And yeah, this is a lot of what I've been doing off screen is just things like this. Things like taking up the bits of ore and just knocking down the giant hill that was here. I mean, you guys saw it started at like 100 something. This is the highest point now. It's at Y78. Like, the beacon's been putting in work, and so have I. And it's real easy to do when you can just do this. I've also been taking it 2 layers at a time, which is a very good way to do it, honestly. At least in terms of what I found. God, why are my frames just dying? You see what I mean? Like, if I face that stuff, I'm getting 16 frames. If I face away from it, I'm getting 60. It's kind of wild. But there shouldn't... The weirdest part is there shouldn't be anything, like, innately laggy over there. There shouldn't be. But it's always when I look toward my stuff. I don't know if, like, chests are doing it? I don't feel like chests cause lag, like entity lag or anything. Chests aren't entities. And chests aren't entities. Chests are tiles. Well, there are tile entities, but I don't think so, because chest can't be. It's not that it can't be interacted with other blocks. I don't know. It just, I don't think it's got the same rules of something like a furnace. Furnaces can cause tile entity lag because they're always checking for updates. Or like hoppers. Hoppers are always checking for updates is what it is. Not furnaces. You use furnaces to stop the hoppers from causing entity lag. But yeah, I don't know. Strange. Did I already go through? Oh shit, I already went through all that. All right, cool. And I need to actually break this hopper so I can get the experience out of this boy. Because for those of you that don't know, this is a little bit of a, this is kind of a pro tip, sure. Hoppers will, or not hoppers, fucking furnaces will store experience. This is true. Furnaces will store experience. So if you've got things that are automatically being piped out of a furnace, if you stop them from being automatically piped out, the next one you take out will give you the stored experience from everything it's smelted. So let's say I put the 2 stacks in there. Say I put the 2 stacks in there and I let them run through, and then I'll put the 13 in and I'll break the hopper. Question, with super smelt type things, do you just not get the XP since the end result's deposited in the chest? That's correct. You don't get the XP. However, comma, if you were to build a super smelter and then you were to go through and like disable the hoppers that are pulling items out of each of the furnaces, and you put like 1 item in each furnace and let it smelt out, when you take that item out, it will give you all the experience that that furnace has accrued. I don't know if there's like a certain amount on it, but I'm pretty sure this is a thing. At least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. I think it still is, but I can't be certain until I actually try it. Which is why we're going to try it. So yeah, you don't get the XP, but it does get... I don't know how to lock hoppers. I'm still babby. You can lock hoppers with a redstone signal. So if you power a hopper, say through a redstone repeater or just through a redstone dust line and a lever or something like that, so long as the hopper is powered, it will not accept any items going through it, and it will not pass any items through it. So it will be locked. That way you don't have to destroy them. You don't have to go through and like break everything and then rebuild it again. Hey, Seer's on. And Knave. Ow. Dickhead. Asshole. Oh, will you people leave me alone? Trying to shoot them. DJ Fu. Yes, that is me. I am he. He is me. But yeah, it's a lot easier to just lock the hoppers with some redstone than it would be to go through and break them all and try and reconfigure it after the fact. It's just going to be a lot less headache in the long run. So that's why I say that specifically instead of just go break them. I saw that a split second before it played, so you didn't get me on that one. You were very close on that one, Eli. To be fair, my super smelter is tiny babby smelter. That's okay. I think the first super smelter I made was on the UE server. I think I actually have a VOD up on my channel, like up on my YouTube still, of me making that super smelter, which is kind of wild. Oh shit, I forgot. I don't have anywhere to put that coal. Listen, I can't control what I see in chat. I saw it literally half a second before it played. Mine's a whole 4 furnaces. Hey, no, that's good. That's good. Don't sell yourself short on that. Even doing anything in terms of automation is good. And if you've got a super smelter that will do 4 furnaces, it's real easy to expand it. Turn off the chat alert. I don't know how. Also, it's not the sound alerts thing that I see. It's the channel point donation. It's the channel point donation message that I see. Hermitcraft has taught me a lot. Me too. Me too. Hermitcraft taught me so much. I learned everything, next to everything that I know about Redstone from Mumbo Jumbo. And I learned quite a bit about building from people like Good Times with Scar, Grian, False Symmetry. I didn't watch too much Zombie Cleo, but she seems like she'd be a good inspiration for building stuff too. Pearlescent Moon was kind of after my time. My brain explodes trying to watch stuff from Doc M. Yeah. Yeah, people like Doc M, fucking Tango Tech. Who else is some crazy motherfuckers on there? Etho definitely. Ow. Fire bad. I've seen Etho do the wildest shit. The things that Etho can do in this game fucking astound me. Mumbo and Tango for Redstone, Izuma and Scar and Tango for building. Izuma for farms as well. Izuma is kind of the father of modern Minecraft farms. Like, he was one of the forebears for farms. Before you had like stuff from Ilmango and everything, you had stuff from Izuma Void. Say Doc M for Redstone as well, but I find his videos harder to follow. Understandable. I still say the things Etho can do with both Redstone and building kind of put all of them to shame, to be fair. Mentally disabled sloth. How are you doing, bud? Welcome to chat. Etho's the GOAT MC YouTuber for me. I think Etho's the GOAT MC YouTuber for a lot of people. I don't remember what it was. It was some sort of event that was going on that Etho was a part of. And like anyone that was there, they were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's Ethos Live, oh my God. And they were like freaking the fuck out about it. And like, these are other content creators. These are other like Minecraft YouTubers and streamers and shit. And it's like, it's kind of nice to see like other content creators get starstruck over one of their own. It kind of brings the realism back of like, these are just people. I recommend anyone to see that hasn't seen that to go see it. Because like some of them are pretty well-known like entities. And like most of them, it isn't even because like, oh my God, Etho's a member of Hermitcraft. Most of them are like, oh my God, I remember the man cave. I fucking love your videos. Watch all those folks except Izuma. Just kind of haven't stumbled across much of their stuff. Izuma's stuff is pretty good. I remember I didn't subscribe to many of the hermits, but I remembered I watched Mumbo's stuff for Redstone. I watched False's stuff because I enjoyed her builds, and I watched Izuma's stuff. And back when he actually did Minecraft, I watched Slipgator because I just enjoyed his personality. But now he doesn't. Now he's just on Ark and like Fortnite and shit, and it's like, eh. Well, he was. I think he's actually gone and taken himself a trip. I think he's taken a break from YouTubing, which is good for him. Grian also for building. Yes, absolutely. Grian is a goat at building. And I love that Mumbo got him into Hermitcraft. Zuma was there at the extreme start of Hermitcraft. That's true. He was one of the OGs. Zuma was one of the founding members of Hermitcraft. Back then, when it was actually founded by the original Hermit. That's very true. Man's legacy. He is tenured. I've been watching it for a long fucking time, but I haven't watched recently is the thing. I watched a lot of recent Hermitcraft. Generic B, Azuma, and a couple others. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched in a quite a long time, but I think I started watching on season 2. No, not season 2. Season 3? I think it was probably season 3. It was when I believe it was when False was a new hermit. I think it was season 3. Because if I remember correctly, I found False Symmetry through like some other video of hers that like I can't remember. I still can't remember this. I've been trying to find this build of hers for forever. It was some sort of like very large, like sandstone tower sort of thing. With a very large fountain. And I found some video like talking about it. I don't know if it was hers or if it was like someone doing some sort of interview or what have you. But I remember seeing that video and I remember like, oh, she looks cool. Let's go check out some of her stuff. And then I saw that she did videos on a server called Hermitcraft. It's like, oh, okay, let's see some of this stuff. It's like, oh, this is cool. Who else plays on here? Oh, well, some of these people are cool too. Well, fuck. And I just sort of dropped down the rabbit hole. That was forever ago, though. Mumbo Jumbo, I started watching season 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was when he was a new hermit. Was season 2. Tango was added near the end of season 2 and really premiered in season 3. Pretty sure False and Zul'jin were added in 3. I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Zul'jin's another hermit that I haven't seen a whole lot of. But I will say, one of my favorite things of like bits and pieces that I see of the modern Hermitcraft stuff is the sort of dynamic between Mumbo and Gurian. How they've kind of got like a friendly rivalry going on at all times. I just like that whole dynamic. It's just entertaining to see. Because you can tell, like, clearly they're friends. They don't like dislike each other, but they do play it up for the camera to the point where it's like, yeah, they're not serious. Zul'jin followed the Arc train along with King Daddy DMAC. Yeah, I still don't understand what's the big deal about Arc. I still don't understand. At some point, I'm going to have to play Arc. I feel like just so I can understand why people were so willing and ready to jump ship. I don't know if it was because like, oh, this is where the content wins are going, or if it was like, oh, this is a fun and genuinely interesting and in-depth game. Because if it's the latter, I can totally understand, and I would enjoy partaking. But if it's the former, hasn't it died down already? Like, real talk, how many people are still watching Arc content on YouTube? How many people still care about Arc Survival Evolved? Because I know I sure as hell never did, but certainly don't now. I don't think it ever became the meta. Like, anyone in the chat, if you've played Arc before, like what's the, like, I know it's like haha funny survival with dinosaur. You get to tame and ride dinosaurs and woohoo. Basically the precursor of the newer survival games. I'd say it's 7 Days to Die. I'd say 7 Days to Die was one of the precursors of newer survival games. 7 Days to Die, I feel like has been out longer than Arc has. How long has Arc been out? Because 7 Days to Die has been out since 2013. I mean, yeah, it's a bug-ridden and underdeveloped mess, but it's still good. Watched Ark stuff with Slip and Zul'jin until Ragnarok, then kind of got bored with it. Understandable. Yeah, I remember watching Slipgator in season 3 with his spiral tower. That was good shit. Good shit. Yeah, anyone who's played Ark in chat, let me know. Like, is there real, like, credence to Ark? Is it a fun game? Is it a good game? Like, better so than many other survival games? Because I do a lot of survival games. I feel like just by that notion alone, I have to play Ark at some point on stream. Like, I feel like just by that metric, I am obligated to. But I want to know, is it like a genuinely good game? Does it do a lot of things different? Or is it just, haha, funny dinosaur go brrrr? Like, which is it? Because I genuinely don't know. I haven't seen much of Ark. I've seen a very scant bit of it. And yes, I know my performance is tanking, but all these bits, what can you do? June 2nd, 2015 was when Ark first opened up. Okay, so 7 Days to Die came out first. I think Ark had more advertising and marketing, so it stole the thunder. That's true. It did. But I still say that 7 Days to Die was one of the fathers of modern survival. Especially with, like, all the different aspects to it. Plus, it's just a genuinely fun game. I like 7 Days to Die. I will continue saying this because I feel like the more I kind of shit on it, the more people may believe that I don't like it. And that's not true. I do like 7 Days to Die. It's a very good game. The problem is that the developers don't care about it. Because if they did, then it wouldn't be an alpha 10 years later. It wouldn't be in early access. And they try and give bullshit excuses. Especially, like, they have locked Steam threads on 7 Days to Die. They have locked and, like, removed Steam threads that complain about their game. That say negative things about their game. All under the pretense of, like, oh, we have to filter out the haters. They will get rid of bad criticism for that game. Instead of taking it to heart. And it's a shame, because it's a good game. And it can be so much better than what it is. But the ridiculous development cycle and them trying to be like, oh, well, you know, developing games takes a long time. It's like, my God, they can make Assassin's Creed in 3 years. And a damn good one. I know that's a full fucking team, but you're selling this game. Like it or not, you're a studio. Even if you're an indie studio, you're a studio. You'll be held to studio standards. So if you don't have a fucking worthy game of being called a full release in 10 years, something's wrong with your development cycle. I haven't had any interest in Ark or 7 Days, but I'm very picky about any kind of survival elements in games. Then I encourage you to stick around for the Survivalist Chronicles, Faye, because I love going through a bunch of different survival games and just getting the feel of it, getting the lay of the land. We've seen a lot of very interesting stuff with the Survivalist Chronicles as it is. And I hope to see plenty more, too. I enjoyed Ark for a while. Haven't played it recently since they added a lot of stuff, including a storyline, apparently. It's fun in the way of 7 Days to Die is for exploration, looting, and building. GG. Ark has bosses you can fight. You contain a plethora of animals and creatures. For some people, it's like 7 Days to Die. It's 7 Days to Die that Roblox is to Minecraft. Okay. Okay, I think I understand a little better now. Sort of 7 Days to Die, but a little more experimental is what it says. Ark is over 275 gigs when installed by itself. It gets up to 4... Hold on. Stop, everybody. Hold the fuck on. What the hell? Also, this is not right. Why didn't no one tell me? And this was still a thing. It's not the friends, assets. No, this. No one told me that was not right. Anyway, hold on. You told me it was 180 something gigs, not 400. You're fucking kidding me. That game is not half a fucking terabyte in size. That's stupid. That's stupid. No. No. I'm going to say this now. Unless someone out there, whoever it may be, not only gifts me Ark, but a fucking storage drive to put it on. Like a fucking mobile 2 terabyte storage drive or something. I'm not going to play it. I'm not. I've got like 4.5 terabytes of storage on my computer that is constantly fighting for space. I'm constantly having to delete things because of the different programs and stuff that I want to run. Because I've just hoarded programs. And should I clean that out? Yes. But I should not have to clean out 500 gigs. I don't think I could clean out 500 gigs, honestly, without deleting like half the games I own. Seems it's a lot less than it actually is. I'm sure it does. But no, I remember you telling me it was like 180 something gigs. It was on a Valheim stream. I remember this because I clipped it. And I had to put it, I think I put that, I think I actually put that clip, I can talk about this now. I put that clip into an audition that I did for an agency. I can't remember what agency. I think it was probably one of those agencies that I went back and read the fine print later and it was like, yeah, we only want female talents. And it's like, oh, well, fuck you. But yeah, I put that clip into an audition because it was just like a good measure of how things will go on stream sometimes. But no, I remember it specifically that it was in a Valheim stream. I was standing in my house and just staring incredulously at the screen as you told me this. I remember this. This existed. It was real. It was true. It was here today. I know it. Actually just cleaned out like 45% of my storage just based on programs I don't use or didn't need. Yeah, for me, it's a little bit more difficult. It's a lot of loose files on my computer. It's not even so much the programs. It's a lot of loose files that are taking up my storage. Only female talents? Well, hello, creeps. Well, no, it's not so much that. It's not about being creeps. It's that, for those who don't know, in the VTuber world, female talents are easier to manage. Okay? Female talents and male talents are going to take different management styles. You will not market a female talent in the same way that you will a male talent. That's just true in general. And by and large, and this may come to as a shock to some people, you hold on to your hats, VTubing is a predominantly female market. Thus, the vast majority of experience and knowledge and expertise is going to be in managing female talents. And so, unfortunately, a lot of talent agencies, they will only look for female talents because they only know how to manage female talents. And they, whether they have not undertaken the endeavor yet, or whether they never intend to, will not take care of male talents just because either they're not sure how to do it, or they say that, I don't know, it could be a variety of things. But a lot of places are under-equipped to handle male talents, and a lot of places do not want to be equipped to handle male talents because that is a much more niche market, and it is a specialist sort of set of skills that you have to pay for to find managers who are willing to take care of male talents. So a lot of agencies will not do it. And it makes me very sad because, of course, male talent. And there's one agency in particular that I would really like to get into. I'm not going to say it on stream. I may have said it before, but I'm not going to say it now. But there's one in particular that I would really like to get into someday. I'm just not going to say because, yeah, I don't want this thrown back in my face or anything. Should I ever get a chance with an agency and they're like, oh, you said you wanted to be part of this agency. Well, we're not good enough for you. But yeah, this one specifically does not take male talents at the current time. And they have stated explicitly that they have no plans to scout male talent. Steam says Arc is 194.74 gigabytes. Survival of the Fittest version, basically PvP only, is 69 gigabytes. Nice. But that's absolutely fucked. It's absolutely fucked. I'm gonna go repair my pickaxes. Don't you knock me out of here, you little shit. I was worried he'd come through for a second. I just feel bad for female VTubers these days. In today's dirty-minded society, they're so objectified. It's very true. For a lot of them, they are. Some of them will lean into it, and others just have to fight the good fight. And I honestly feel bad for them, too. I will say that is one benefit to being a male VTuber, is that I don't really get objectified. I don't get anyone, talking dirty about my model or anything like that. I don't think I'd really care one way or the other in particular. But I also, I'm well aware that, especially, there's a lot of women that will not share that thought process. I am fully aware of this. Fully cognizant. I've been worried about Magenta trying to do this stuff because she's mentioned wanting to at least give it a shot in the future. Tori has mentioned it as well. I'm not too worried. Just because, there's only so many things you can control, yeah? There's only so many things you can control. And I feel like, to a certain degree, it's just going to happen regardless. And it's horrible to say. But it's just going to happen regardless in a lot of instances. And I feel like the best that we can really do, like me and you, people who, or in general, just people who support these female VTubers, is just be supportive. Just be supportive and do our best to not really drive away the creeps, because you can't really drive them away. They're always going to be there. That's just how it is. But to sort of help cushion the blow, I guess. Sort of be supportive and be there for, help and to listen to the problems and all that sort of thing. I heard you mention creep issues. Yeah, we're talking about problems that female VTubers face in today.
Oh, that is not what I thought. Where I thought you were going with it.
What did you think?
I thought maybe someone was having trouble with creeps IRL, and it's like, no, I got this. I got you.
Nope, no IRL issues just yet.
Okay. Yeah, they mainly rely on security measures to make sure no one finds them.
Yeah, that's a big thing, I guess, for just
people get hit.
Yeah, I think that's also a big thing for a comfort for VTubers is that they can keep that disconnect between personal and professional.
But if you do ever have a creep in real life, just act crazy. The crazier, the better. They get scared and they run away.
You just wanted to share that bit of info?
Yes.
Okay. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
But yeah, I think that that's a point that helps with the female VTubers is that disconnect between the personal and the professional, where like no matter how fucking weird or creepy someone's being, at the very least,
Hi, Eli.
yeah, at the very least, like they don't know your name, they don't know your face, they don't know where you live.
Plus, they don't really see you as a person. They see you as a fucking anime waifu.
I mean, to a degree, that's kind of any creator. Like, I feel like there's a large disconnect between creators and their audiences in general. And I feel like part of it's calling it an audience, honestly. Which is why I refer to this place as a facility. Like, we're co-workers in this. There's not such a grand disconnect. I'm not someone up on a stage and you guys are sitting out there in the nosebleed seats. I'm sitting in the cubicle next to you. You know? Like this is an office mentality. We're a family here. And that doesn't just mean that we give you shit benefits. But we do, because we can't afford it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, there's a big disconnect between creators and the people who follow them. And that's just a thing that's by and large for any creator, really. Whether it's male, female, VTuber, FleshTuber, fucking YouTuber, streamer, what have you.
There's this one VTuber that's just a ball of slime. And I
Yep.
guarantee you there are creeps who are like, let me get up in that.
Yep.
And
I'm
it's
sure
like,
there are.
No,
I'm sure there are.
No.
I mean, hell, I'm sure at this point there's probably someone who's looked at my model and been like, oh. Which is a little strange, but, you know, to each their own.
I mean, your model is dashing.
You
but-
silly. It's just that
but it's
disconnect.
different if I flirt with you.
Yeah. But it's just, I feel like part of it is that disconnect. Like that idea of like, oh, it's not a person behind the screen, it's an anime waifu. And she's like, no, it's not a person behind the screen, it's a content creator. They are the monkey that will dance for my enjoyment.
Oh, what's his fucking name? The guy that does a lot of the lore stuff for people and
Does a lot of
has
lore
a
stuff.
comic and shit.
What are you talking about?
Fucking The VTuber. What's his fucking name? Like,
Oh, you're talking about Merryweather.
yes. How many
Lucius
fucking
Merryweather.
creeps do you think that he has to deal with?
I'm sure he's probably found some very creative ways to deal with creeps.
Yeah.
Plus, he has the fucking ugly bastard model that he can switch on whenever he wants to.
Yes, but that's not the point.
No, I'm saying I'm sure he's dealt with plenty of creeps, which is why he has very inventive and creative ways of dealing with them.
Yes, but then you have the scary fans that are like,
I love you no matter what you look like.
And that, kids, is why we have a block button. That is why we have a block button. I get kisses.
Mm-hmm. You get all the kisses.
Hooray. All that to say that being a content creator is kind of fucked, and you you can expect some manner of like harassment and haranguement.
This is not relevant, but I found out that our wedding anniversary is on a Sunday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Means I don't have to beg off of work.
Well, that's good. Means I don't either.
I also found out the friend I went to go see play, she plays the flute.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Flute. Flautist. Oh. Thank you. I have been gifted a Reese's tree. Just remembered, have you seen the stuff they put out for the latest hype mod called Alex's Caves? Okay, question 1. What is a hype mod? What do you mean by that? Question 2. I assume this is a Minecraft mod. Question 3. No, what is it? I would appreciate them answered in order, but I will take whichever way that you feel is best. I have too much coal. Far too much coal. I don't need all this coal. And this boy's half repaired. It'd be 2/3 if it was still diamond. It'd be like 60% if it was still diamond. Ah, it'd be about half repaired, yeah. I thought it was 1,600 for some reason. But nope, 15. You have no idea what a hype mod is. Or why it's like in quotations. Hype mod, in my opinion, are ones that are really being hyped up in development. Oh, God. So it's just a marketed mod. Like Aeronautics for Create's really hype right now, and yes, for Minecraft. Okay. So the quotations are just because you're not sure what to call it, and thus you are calling it a quote-unquote hype mod. Okay. Got you. Got you. No, I have not heard about it. Wait, have I heard about Alex's Caves? I feel like I've heard the name, and I may have seen like a quick little snippet of like what might be in it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Might have seen a quick little snippet. I still need to build a new helmet. I'm gonna have to do that between streams. I can't be bothered right now. I can't be bothered. Can't be arsed. I'm gonna eat this Reese's tree while these boys are spawning. Delicious Reese's. If anyone ever asks what my favorite candy is, Reese's. Reese's every time. Let me in, you bastard. Let me in. Yes, I know I'm so healthy eating chocolate and drinking soda and ha ha ha. But I also drink water and I cook pasta. I'm not a thoroughly unhealthy person. I'm just, you know, kind of unhealthy. I'm a normal amount of unhealthy. At least I'm not one of those 600-pound people. I mean, if that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. But I feel like you also have to take responsibility for the risks of how you live too. Oh, delicious. All right. Yes, exactly. Not necessarily marketed, just really getting people excited for it. Yeah. Alex's Caves is made by the same people who shockingly made Alex's Mobs. I'm stunned. Adds in 5 new cave biomes that look absolutely insane. One of them is basically nuclear toxic. That's what it was. I know what you're talking about now. Yes. I have seen that. It does look fucking wild. I know exactly what you're on about now. Yeah, that shit looks insane. It's like a big ol' like cave overhaul mod. That is just going absolutely nuts with like cave generation and making new biomes, and it's just, oh, it's beautiful. It actually is gonna sound weird. It kind of gives me the vibe with their caves. It's released and playable. Ooh, fun. I've also been looking at a thing that TARDIS Engineers 2 that I might take a look at, that pack. I don't know whether I'm going to do it on stream or if I'm going to like just do it in my own time, but I definitely want to take a look at it in general. Yes, I have to be a smartass to them. Uh-oh. Well, I've been banned for my hubris. I cannot open... Okay, there it goes. Now, let us break the hopper. And plonk in the 13 there. And we will learn if indeed we get the gubbins. I actually fit those in there? No. No, I cannot. Okay. Fuck. How do I have so many gubbins? Suffering from success. Suffering from success. And take all the copper out, and I'm going to put it in the other one. Boom. Lovely. Frees up so much room for activities. But yeah, I definitely want to take a look at that at some point. I don't think that we can really do it here because A, it's already been, the world's been generated, and B, I don't have any say in as to what goes into the mod pack here. At some point, I'd like to do my own mod pack sort of thing. I still do want to do the VTuber Vintage Story server. I've actually looked at a bunch of mods for that. Because there are, like, the modding community for Vintage Story is, like, surprisingly kicking off a little bit. I've actually been looking at the modding tools for the game myself. Been considering making a mod for it that sort of overhauls the weapons smithing and all that. So I'm thinking, oh, that might be a nice idea. I do still have to talk to a bunch of friends and be like, hey, theoretically, there's this game and it's like hardcore Minecraft survival. Would you be interested in getting that game and playing on a server with me, your friend, DJ? And have them be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Go away. Yeah, there are a few people that I'd like to talk to about that and see what's what. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it stored it. It just took me from level 22 to level 40. That stored it real well. Holy fuck. Be down to help with a mod like that? Yeah. Yeah, the best thing about modding with Vintage Story is that all the mod tools are first party. The Vintage Story devs make the mod tools themselves. Be down to play Vintage Story? Where can I buy that? You can buy it on their site, actually. Yeah, you can search up Vintage Story site. And yeah, you can just buy it right from there. I think it's like 20 bucks. I think it's like 20 bucks and like 16, 17 euros, something like that. It's a very fun game. And if I were to do like a VTuber Vintage Story server, it would probably be a lot of me like teaching people the ropes. And like whoever played it with me, like, when can I buy it? What do you mean, when can I buy it? It is are you asking like, wait, do you think that this is something? No, the game is released. The game is out there in the wild. You can just go get it whenever you like. That's a thing that you could just go do, my guy. I won't stop you. No one can stop you but yourself. Hydration, sure thing. Well, correction then, because that is magenta. Yourself and your wife, those are the only people that can stop you. Lovely. Read more carefully. When you can buy it. I'm sorry. I am sleep deprived. My circadian rhythm has been thrown the fuck off. Leave me alone. That is all. Oh, we got the lovely rainbow. This is definitely starting to flatten out, though. Okay, lovely. But yeah, that's something that I have to bring forth to a few friends and be like, hey, here's an idea. No, it's a very fun game. Shut up. I'm sleep deprived. I do not remember what a sleep is and how I obtain one. No, it's a very fun game, and one of the really cool things about it is that even if I wasn't around to like help people out with it, they wouldn't need it. They wouldn't need it because the game comes with its own like inbuilt wiki sort of thing. Because for those of you who haven't seen my Vintage Story streams, haha, there is sort of an in-game guide where you can press a keybind whenever you're over any sort of item, and it will basically show you how to make that item, what it can be used to make, any like not exterior, but like just any like extra information that you may need to know about it, all these sorts of things. Oh god, I got to sneeze. Hold on. Ugh. Thank you. No, apologies, everyone. But yes, the game comes with its own in-game guide, which is just lovely. Bring back the Vintage Story streams. I would love to. I just don't know what to do for them. Because the dev cycle is a bit slow considering it's like 3 guys that do the game. So it's not like there's been a whole lot of things that have been released for Vintage Story, like not a whole lot of, you know, dev progress or anything like that. It's still very much like the Resonance archives are still the newest thing. And so doing any Vintage Story stuff would probably just be starting up a new save and playing through like mods and learning how to do the mod stuff. Which I guess we could do. We could do that. All good. My PC is giving me the most trouble right now. There we go. Yeah, we definitely could do a sort of modded Vintage Story stream, which I guess we were modding toward the end of our Vintage Story streams, which I still do have that world. It's not like we've lost it or anything. And we still haven't gotten into like the brunt of animal husbandry, especially since all our animals were killed. That was such a sad day. Our animals got killed by just whatever it was. Modded Vintage Story, yes. I would love to do that at some point. Maybe once Undertale Yellow stops, we'll do modded Vintage Story on Saturdays or something. I don't know. Because a lot of the mods for Vintage Story aren't so much like big overhauls or anything like that. It's not anything like grandiose. It's nothing that's going to really change the game. It's not like, you know, Advent of Ascension or Vault Hunters mod packs or anything like that. It's like little things that change how the game is played so much. It's not so much about the destination. It's about the journey to that destination for a lot of the mods. So like a lot of the mods you'll find for Minecraft will be stuff like, you know, the Twilight Forest, Advent of Ascension. You'll find fucking you'll find TARDIS mods, and you'll find Galacticraft, Ad Astra, you find Ars Magica, and all these sorts of things that add like a bunch of stuff. They'll add like different places to go and different things to see and explore, different ways to interact with the world. Whereas Vintage Story is more grounded in reality. I won't say completely realistic, but it's more grounded in reality. There are some mods that are an exception. Like I found one that has like rust sorceries, adds like a little magic system that I want to check that one out. But by and large, it's all like very grounded. So like instead of, you know, building a portal and going to another world, it'd be like, yeah, here's a better system of like butchering your animals. So it's not just you go up to them with a knife and harvest whatever bits in like 20 seconds. Or in like fucking 5 seconds. Not even like 20 seconds, like 5 seconds. Or like, hey, making planks is way too easy in Vintage Story. Here's a mod that gives you like a sawhorse that you have to like saw your planks apart. And it also gives you like a bunch of different kinds of axes that do different kinds of things, like stripping bark or felling trees or chopping into like firewood or planks. That kind of thing. It's not so much about, you know, big grandiose things so much as just tweaking the world as it is. And sort of like I said, it's about the journey, not the destination with those mods. So it's very much a sort of, it's a lighter modded experience overall. From what I've found in Vintage Story, it doesn't really change the game too much in terms of mods. None of the mods really change the game massively. It's usually just like, oh, well, here's another little way you can do this thing. Or here's like an expansion to this. Not to mention, they did just release a new update. So a lot of mods are still kind of catching up. Some of the mods are still a little stuck behind, which is a shame. I did find one that expanded upon the mechanics, the mechanic systems with like windmills and all that sort of stuff, and gave like a couple of new things that you can use in terms of like engineering. And then I looked at the files for it, and it's like, oh, this hasn't been updated since 1.17. It's 1.19 now. Or, well, it's 1.18.15, but they're pre-testing for 1.19. Recently suggested to add mine colonies to my mod pack. Not sure about it currently. Love that mod, but not sure how it'll affect the feel I'm going for. It'll add NPCs in a way. Yeah. Mine colonies is like the like sim towns, yeah. Kind of like the old Millionaire mod. I know I'm kind of showing my age by saying that. Like, oh, Millionaire, fucking ancient. Yeah, fuck you. Also, I didn't realize an emerald here. Are we in an Extreme Hills biome? Highland. It's a biomes of plenty thing. But I guess it must count as an Extreme Hills if there's emerald spawning here. So, hey, I'll take it. Now, I really do have to keep an eye on my pickaxe's durability while I'm doing this too. I know it's a lot of just me swinging my pickaxe around, but honestly, this is a lot of what we have to do right now. That and just think about the kind of design that we want to go for. I've mentioned this before. One of the things that I would really like to do is I would like to make big towers. So like if we had, you know, a circular tower here, and like we had 8 of them just like dotted around the circumference of the circle. Hydration. Why'd I say it like that? Hydration. Hydration, sure thing. Lovely. But yeah, I was thinking about like dotting 8 different sort of watchtowers kind of thing around the area. Maybe have a bit of a banister so that people don't fall into the terrace. I was already planning on having some manner of like staircase on each of the 4 cardinal directions that leads down into the base. Just as a way of getting in and out, because I don't have Elytra yet. I think the dragon has been defeated. So we could go get Elytra, but I also... Well, no, I do know where the end portal is, and it has been activated. But I don't know if we're equipped to go into the end. We could, though. We could. We definitely could. Like, we're probably not ill-equipped to go. In all honesty. You basically place down the plots and the villagers will take on roles assigned to do the task required. Oh, okay, so it is kind of like a sim settlement, but not in the way I thought. 8 Tower Sync sounds vaguely similar to one of Mumbo's recent builds, though. Though only vaguely. I haven't actually seen any of Mumbo's recent builds, so that is pure coincidence, if so. I just figured 8 towers because I do want them to be of a decent size, but I don't want them to be overbearing. I want them to be there to sort of break up the general shape of the area. Because face it, we've got quite a large area here. And there's only so much that we can do with, you know, what's given to us. But yeah. There's a general idea to sort of break up the shape a little bit. Like, as nice as a circle is. Yeah, I do have to watch Durable. Thank you. Thank you. I would have hated that. And put that in my offhand so I don't actually use it. A couple seasons ago, I think, he did the big tower with the beating heart and the towers surrounding his truck. I have no idea what you're talking about. It sounds rad as hell, but yeah. But no, I'm thinking 8 towers just because, like, less wouldn't really break up the shape of this place. And more would be a little too cluttered, I feel like. If we were to do, like, 12... Because we'd have to do increments of 4, yeah. We got to keep it symmetrical. Well, we could do 6. Could do 6. Little asymmetry. I don't think I hate the idea of 6, though. Sword 2 for durability? Oh, yeah, the sword's been hurting for a while. I really should have negotiated for mending for this one, too. But I really don't want to go over and just, like, assume that I can go buy from our Art's villager without say-so. I don't want to assume that because I don't want to be that guy and then like, hey, you stole from my villager. And it's like, oh, sorry, mate. Is what it is, you know? Can't exactly give it back after that. And then I just get kicked off the server because it's like, oh, you've been disrespecting people. It's like, no, not really. Sending you a picture of his build season 7. All right, let's take a look. As soon as I'm safe. From Polo Zombie over here. And his friend, the Ren Fair attendee. Oh, thank God, they're sleeping through night. Good. Okay. Let's take a look at this build. God, I've got so many fucking notifications. I hate it. But I can't do anything about them just yet. Well, that's rad as hell. I don't think that really vibes with what I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of something a little more traditional in terms of a tower design. That looks a little more modern, a little more like sci-fi. I'm thinking of something a little more like medieval. Or at the very least, a little lower tech. 'Cause that looks like a very high-tech thing. Also, Ella has sent me a message. Let's see what's what with that real quick. She's just unprompted. Did say vaguely, yeah. Yeah, he did. Ella's unprompted sent me a picture of a bedazzled spray bottle. That's not what I want to do. I want to hit F. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Find a heavenly conqueror? The hell is a heavenly conqueror? Is that those big blimps? That's those big blimps, isn't it? I think it is. Oh, in which case, no wonder he was doomed to fall. I definitely don't want to take on any of those until we get some Elytra. I don't think I actually mentioned I meant to do about the bedazzled air freshener bottle. Wait, Seer, are you on stream right now? Can you hear me right now? Ella is silly. Are Seer and Knave both on stream right now? Have they been listening to me this entire time? You cheeky little shit. Been talking about you like you ain't here. Oh, I haven't had to type anything in chat then. They've been hearing me this entire time. Oh boy. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Right. What I had intended to say before is that we are gonna do a short stream tonight. Just because today has been a lot, and I don't really have it in me for a longer stream. I feel like maybe I could drag it out, but at the same time, like this is going to be dragged out one way or another. So any ideas that I have, like going to the end, probably be better done in a separate stream. But we will do that. In other streams, we will do End and we will do Gold Farm. Most certainly, but I am going to do a lot of this in between the streams. I have been doing a lot of this in between streams. Honestly, a lot of what I've been doing between streams, not even the V3 stuff, I've been doing this. Making good progress on the digging, though. Yeah, we are. Doing very good on the digging. But I also realize that it's not the best TV, you know? Not the most entertaining thing. I'm aware of that. But it is also nice to just sit down and shoot the shit with you guys. And I hope that kind of makes up for it. There's like the relaxation in it. The simple joys of just kicking back with some friends. Just talking about whatever. Playing a good old game of $1 Million Butt. There you go, get myself up out of there. I mean, this should say it already. That's the step now. This used to be like a big ziggurat to climb. Now it's just a step. Whoa, bro, chill. Chill. It's only a game. I unironically think that's the first time anyone has used that emote. Other than me. Which is a shame. It's a good emote. feel like a lot of my emotes don't see good use, but maybe it's just my choice of what should be emotes. I don't know. Maybe I need to like take some polls and see what people want as an emote. Might be an idea. Says shoot the shit, so I shot. Listen, I know I am, but come on. That's a felony. All right, get some more lovely copper. We got so much copper now. Probably got enough to build the Junicraft base again. And before we actually head in there, let me make another diamond sword so I can repair mine. And I actually can just repair it. Not have to worry about the levels. Because we got so many fucking levels from that furnace. Yeah. Faye, if you're still around, it does work. You can indeed just stop whatever is automatically pulling things out of a furnace and collect the XP by taking that one thing out. Collect all the XP it has accrued. Place is a touch safer now than it has been, but still not that safe. Still not that safe. Matter of fact, I'd be better off doing like this. Nah, not really. So we're just going to sit here for a second, I guess. Trying to repair up the pickaxes. But yeah, so the current things on the agenda for things to do just over the course of the next few streams, I guess. I know there's been a lot of streams of me digging out this hole, but it's a big hole. It needs digging. I've only recently gotten beacon power that I can actually dig the holes, like, at a proper speed. And you can see the fucking progress I've made in the time that I've had that. I have basically done half the work in that time. But the current objectives. Dig the hole. It's always the first. Dig the hole. Objective 2. Gold farm. Objective 3. Go to the end. Because we need us some, we need some elytra, and we need some shulker boxes. I don't know if anything is waiting for us in the end. I don't know if there's, like, any special things, like any mods or anything that mess with the end in this mod pack. I have not been. I do not know. I don't even know if there's something that messes with the stronghold. I know there wasn't All the Mods 9. And All the Mods 9 isn't done yet. I don't know. I've been focusing a lot on GA server. I just haven't really been thinking about All the Mods 9 stuff. But I definitely want to go back to it. It was kind of an interim thing for like whatever we can do in between Virtually United and whatever comes next. But at the same time, I would still like to go back to it at some point. Oh, I accidentally hit a button there. Yes. Hole, gold, end. Gotta figure out, I not only have to figure out what I want to do about the towers, I also have to figure out what I want to do about the retaining wall. Because on each terrace, I do plan a sort of retaining wall. Oh, what's that one? Find a tavern. Oh, lovely. GG. I know I don't words, what are they? I know I don't have to type it, but I'm going to type it. For posterity's sake, you have to save it for future generations. GGs were had here. They need to know. Convert all that. Call for adventure. Require a tavern quest map. Ooh. That sounds interesting. I have to figure out what this mod is. It's doing taverns. Yeah, I have to figure out what to do about the retaining wall because each terrace is going to have a wall against like the flat side, like against the exterior of that terrace. That's going to sort of act as a retaining wall. For those of you who don't know, a retaining wall in real life, it just holds back dirt and shit from, you know, overflowing and creating a landslide. If you've ever driven down the highway and you've passed like a concrete wall where everything on the other side is very raised above it, that's a retaining wall. That's to make sure that the earth behind it stays behind it and not, you know, on the road. Or in this case, in the terrace. It's not actually going to, but, you know, you don't need watchtowers in Minecraft either. At least most times. Especially if the, you know, the pillagers are idiots and will raid a hole in the ground. And they'll just stare down into it and look at you. While you just, you know, pop them off with a bow. You know, as an example. No particular reason. It's not like I have 30 ominous banners attesting to this. Oh God. I keep on, like, if I had some proper villagers that could give me some good trades, good God, would I have the best deals? Because I'd always have Hero of the Village, or Hero of the Village? Isn't that what it's called? Hero of the Village? I've done raids so infrequently other than this that I just don't know the benefit. But I know that Hero of the Village, if that is what it's called, if that is its real name, gives you better prices with the villagers. And that sometimes they throw you gubbins. Like the 2 books that I traded for mending earlier today. I think it was earlier today. Yeah, it was earlier today. Were received from my librarian and Hero of the Village, just tossing me books. Like, here, have a notebook. Nah. Take this. Meanwhile, I stand here confused as to why they're throwing stationery at me. This is how you show appreciation. The tossing of wood byproducts. Oh, God. Throat's getting phlegmy. Yeah. It's horrible. Don't like it. Yeah, I know this has been kind of a grindy stream. And I am sorry. I genuinely am. For anyone who has not been too happy with just the no progress that's happened here. Or at least the relatively no progress that's happened here. It's been the same kind of progress that's been happening the past few streams. Except for maybe the first one. The first one was going... First one was schmoving. But yeah, things will start kicking off. It's just that my eyes are a little bigger than my head sometimes. Sometimes I'll get a project idea and be like, that'd be fucking awesome. I'm going to do it. And not realize, you know, maybe I should have started with something small. Maybe I should have started with, I don't know, a starter house or some manner of spawn house or... Ow. Okay, man just ran Mach speed at me. Cool. Yeah, anything like that. Ugh. Fuck. I'm okay. Visit Anne's Swamp Village. Now I know that one is a... that one has to be a modded achievement. Come on. Visit Anne's Swamp Village. I know Mojang is Swedish and all, but I think their English is a little better than that, especially considering Microsoft owns them now. I almost said Minecraft owns them now. Imagine being subsumed by your one creation. Actually, that's not true. Kids, listen up. Mojang has made more than one game. They made another game called Cobalt, and it's faded to the fucking wayside. I'm pretty sure Mojang doesn't remember that they made Cobalt. I'm pretty sure Microsoft doesn't even know that Mojang made another game. I'm sure they don't care. I'm like certain of that. I'm 100% positive. There's no way insert CEO of Microsoft here because I'm pretty sure it's not Bill Gates anymore. There's no way he was like, so, what else do you have other than Minecraft? Putting aside the single biggest survival sandbox game of forever and one of the best-selling games of all time, what else do you bring to the table? Imagine that board meeting where you have to convince them that one of the best-selling games of all time is not your only strong suit. And then, you know, they took the development cycle and they showed, wow, that's not their strong suit. I think people have proven it. It always goes back to the mob vote. It always goes back. Hold on. I will get to my point about the mob vote. Just give me a second. Ugh. Right, mob vote. So, sorry about that. Someone made a point of it at the mob vote. How it was like the entire idea of, oh, it takes too much time to implement all these different things into the game. I believe there was one person that on the day of the mob vote wrote a mod that implemented all 3 mobs into the game by himself. One guy, one day, did all 3 mobs. Full functionality, just as it said it would be. Just your move, Mr. Lawman. If one guy could do it in one day, why can't an entire dev team do it over the course of a, like, biannual development cycle? Or semi-annual? Semi-annual development cycle. Biannual is 2 years. Semi-annual is a half a year. And it feels like they do have an update like every 6 months. Not even like that. Every like 9 months, I'd say. Every one of them is their own special little baby. And unfortunately, they don't do well in school. Which, you know, is not necessarily a measure of intelligence. I'm just making the point that, like, man, they're not that bright. They're not. In the most simplistic way I can manage, even if it's not necessarily accurate. I'd say we got this boy up enough to continue on. I don't want to sit here any longer. Let me out, please. Thank you. So I still hear fuck you. Hey, another gas tier. Lovely. I can't remember what we use the gas tiers for. I know there's a potion and crystals, sure. Regen potions. Okay. I haven't really gotten into the brewing. I've never really gotten into the alchemy side of Minecraft. I've always had like a little setup dedicated to alchemy, but I've never really gotten into the potion making side. Oh no, the fuck you don't. All right, lovely. Did I have something in one of these? I did. I had some toast. Lovely toast. Look at this. Look at how flat it's become. Beautiful. Now, if only we had the proper materials to make another base. I feel like... Busy for a bit with walking the dog. What I miss? A bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing. I feel like what we probably want to do is we want to bring the base over to this one. And we'll start, like, knocking it down to the final depth. Whatever that may be. We're gonna decide the final depth as we go. All right, let's deactivate the boy. Do I have other blocks on me? I kind of do. Kind of don't, though. We're just going to take all this, because I'm pretty sure this is all iron at this point, yeah? It's just like a full iron beacon, I believe. I found a good big deposit of iron underground, and I was able to actually make a full iron beacon, as opposed to having it like half and half. I was a little worried that it would leave me a little defunct for iron, but nah, I got plenty. Actually, I had a good bit besides. I've still got like a stack and a bit of iron blocks. So, who needs an iron farm when you have luck on your side? Oh god, I just equated that voice to 1, and now I feel sad again. For any of you guys out there, follow the development process of Hazbin Hotel. Any of you guys out there follow that? Just sound off in chat. So I'll know if what I say falls upon deaf ears or not. That's a big rip, Rooney. If anyone out there follows the Hazbin Hotel cycle of death and rebirth. I'm thinking, do something like this. Oh no. Sir, do you need some help? Because I'm available to help if you need it. I mean, I don't know how close I am to it, but, you know. If I am closer, then I'm more than willing. Actually, don't even know what that is. Okay, so Hazbin Hotel is an animated series created by a woman, Vivian Madrano. Very, very far. I am also very far. If you look at my coordinates under the map there, I'm at negative 3,500, negative 6,800. Not Hazbin Hotel. Yeah. You know what we're talking about, don't you, Seer? The fucking voice actors. So, as I was saying, it is an animated series. It takes place in hell. And it was voiced by some very lovely individuals who brought real life and personality to the characters. And then it got picked up by an animation studio. This animation studio said, hey, we love your show and we want to make it. And they said, all right, that sounds great. And they said, but, and they all sort of lowered their arms for a second. And they said, we don't want to keep any of your voice actors. Because I believe they said something about they weren't a part of the Voice Actors Guild, and thus they couldn't do it. Which, come to find out later from a couple of their tweets, is untrue. They could have very much done it. They just didn't want to keep the voice actors. They straight up didn't want to. Like, they had them re-audition if they wanted to be part of it. And they denied every last one of them. Save for, like, I think one or two voice actors actually remained on it, and they're not, like, main characters that people really enjoy. Hold on. Oh, God. Phlegmy as hell. I don't know why. One of them, I'm sure that some of you will know even without knowing what Hazbin Hotel is, Alistair. V? I believe V was one of the ones that was kept. Yeah, baby. She knows better than I do. She definitely knows better than I do. She was the one who brought this to my attention. But might be blowing your nose because the low is 30 tonight. It might be. I don't see why that should matter, but my body hates me these days, so it probably doesn't, and it just wants an excuse. Use temp fluctuations, yeah. Like I said, it probably doesn't matter, and my body just wants an excuse to fucking hate me. Anyway. Yeah. Alistair. That, like, radio announcer show voice always makes me think of him. And, man, it depresses me to hear the guy they've got playing Alistair now. Like, no shade to the guy himself. Like, I'm sure he's a lovely person. But I don't agree with the casting. I think the guy they had doing it before, Ed Bosco, was perfect for the role. I think he did wonderfully. I think they should have kept him. Then again, I think they should have kept everyone that was already cast for it. Because they fit the characters lovely. But yeah, that radio announcer voice always makes me think of Alistair, and just like, ugh. It genuinely feels like I can do a better Alistair voice than the guy they got doing it. And again, no shade to him. Like I said, sure, he's a lovely guy, salt of the earth, all these things. But I just don't agree with the casting. I just don't. Really just reminded me of the guy who voiced Max Payne passed on recently. Oh, no. There's too many greats being taken from us. Yeah, casting changes are fucking weird, guys. There are a lot of instances where the casting change is just bad, but I will say there are also instances where the casting change is actually like not as bad as people would think. And I was always a fan of those. Like, if you can prove to me that your casting choice is not a bad decision, then fuck yes, I will stand with you on it. Like new Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. I was not sold on his stuff. That I saw some of the newer Doctor Who things, and it's like, oh, actually, he does seem like a genuinely lovely person. I would be interested to see his Doctor. A little more than Jodie Whittaker's, which No shade to her. She did as well as she could with what she had. Problem is that she didn't have much. The writing's kind of stiffed her. I'm a little bit opinionated, if you can't tell, on matters like this. There's a lot of things like that that's like mismanagement of a lot of IPs and whatnot will really get to me. Because it's like, what are you doing? You got something special. Don't fuck it up. Don't throw away a sure thing. Too often will people actually do that. They'll think they know better. They'll think they'll try to fix what's broken and not realize it's not broken in the first place. And then they just end up fucking it up more. Take this as a lesson, kids. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Sometimes constant improvement is actually a detriment. Especially when you only, rush into things. If you wish to improve, you need to be slow, you need to be cautious. You need to be careful and calculating, analytical about the situation. If you have something that's good enough for now, let it work. Let it work until you're sure what you have is better. There's no need to go tossing something perfectly fine out the window for something that you think is better, only to be proven wrong. Random change of subject, but I'm seriously considering adding mine colonies for a kind of challenging thing down the line. Oh yeah, what kind of challenge? Let's hear it. What is the challenge run? I'm a big fan of challenge runs. Could never do them myself. I'm not good enough at games to do them, but... Well, that's not true. I did kind of do challenge runs with Souls Day. Kind of constrained myself to single weapon classes and whatnot. But most games, I'm not good enough at them. Oh, God, I gotta blow my nose again. Sucks. No. It's falling. Stop it. Ugh, that one was a good one. That cleared out a good bit of the sinus. I know, too much information, but still. You gotta appreciate a good sinus clearing when you get to a certain age. Even though I don't think I'm quite at the age where I can say things like a certain age. Oh well. Fucking, I'm saying it anyway. I think we are going to go ahead and wrap it up, though. Because like I said, this was planned to be a shorter stream. And it's going to be around the time that we normally go to intermission. So we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up and try and find someone to raid. So don't go anywhere just yet. But yeah, let's bounce over there. Why don't we? Let's see here. So a colony requires input up to a point till they can sustain themselves. Unless you teach them how to, say, build a pickaxe, they won't do it themselves, and you have to provide the equipment and blocks they need. Eventually, you teach them enough they can... Oh, apologies. Eventually, you teach them enough they can do it themselves. Imagine having to juggle multiple colonies connected with trains. Ooh. That does sound interesting. Like, have special colonies... Like, specialization in colonies is what I was trying to say. Where you got, like, one that deals in, agriculture, you got one that deals in blacksmithing, all that kind of thing. That sounds like it would be a really interesting idea. All right. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up the stream, but don't go anywhere just yet because we are going to try and find someone to raid. I don't know who is around at the moment, but Twitch says that there are indeed people who are live. So maybe someone I know is live. Is Seer live? Seer is not live. Ella's live, though. We're going to go ahead and raid Ella. Fuck it. Been a long time since we raided the egg. So, before we do that, let me go ahead and say my piece that I do at the end of every one of these. So thank you guys so very much for watching this one. If you enjoy what we do here, yeah, nice challenge. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you enjoy what we do here, check out the YouTube down below. We got all the VODs and stuff down there. And if you're on the YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We do this live 5 days a week whenever I can spare it. I can usually spare it, but, you know, my mind usually can't. If you want to help support the channel, best ways to do so are just to follow, watch, and tell your friends. Not necessarily in that order. And if you look down below me, we are trying to get to the V3 debuts. So once we hit 300 followers, we will be doing the V3 reveal. I've still got lots of stuff to deal with in regards to that. But at 230, 240, 260, and 280, I will be releasing little snippets and tidbits and little sneak peeks on the things that I've been working on both Discord and Twitter. So check that out. And you can type Discord or ! Discord in the chat for that, or you can, you can see the Twitter below. And if you want to support in a little bit more of a monetary way, we have the subscriptions. So for a few bucks a month or your Amazon doohickey, you can get some lovely handcrafted emotes made by myself and my wife, a badge next to your name in the chat signifying you as a member of the facility, no ads ever on my stream, and you make me smile. And I think that's the best part, and I hope you do too. So, all that being said, we are gonna raid Ella, who's doing unpacking. I think this is actually her first time playing the game, so we're gonna do that. So go ahead and join in if you want to help support a friend, support a fellow content creator in their journey, the great journey into the great beyond. Whatever that may mean, I'm not entirely sure myself. And for those who are subscribed, here is the raid call. Feel free to go ahead and copy that if you like. And we'll be sure to paste that in chat when we get over to Ella's stream. And if you're not subscribed, that's fine. Just do facility raid without the emotes. It's all good. It's all good. We're just going to let it know. We're going to let the colors fly. But once again, thank you so much for watching this one. I will see each and every one of you in the next one tomorrow for some 7 Days to Die, speaking of. But until then, this concludes today's broadcast.